Ladies and gentlemen, your next bout of the evening is sponsored by the 0 Hour Aries Fight Series official podcast. It is in the bantamweight division and is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 138.4 pounds. He is making his mixed martial arts debut here tonight. He's representing Team Swift Kick out of Nashville, Tennessee. This is the Burmese Python, San Mung. And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 135.4 pounds. He is also making his amateur MMA debut right here tonight. He represents Nashville MMA out of Nashville, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Phillip Hegwood. Ladies and gentlemen, because of a missed weight, San Mung has been deducted 1 point off all judges' scorecards.
Real quick, I do want to make
Your
it clear.
referee for this bout is Luke Wilson.
It is San Mung, not Sam. I believe I said Sam twice, and I do apologize for that.
And Dylan, I'm wondering if that does, you talked about the 1 point, it might change the strategy. He might want to come in here and look for a quick finish and not leave it in the judge's hands.
That's a good point. You wonder anytime you see a weight miss what exactly was going on. You know,
okay.
It was a slight miss, not an egregious miss, but that's something I'm sure he'll want to clean up as his amateur career progresses.
Yeah, that's just day one stuff. You do it. That's the most professional thing you do is make weight. And, you know, I know you're an amateur, first fight, but.
Mung coming from Swift Kick, I expected him to keep the fight standing. But also, Hegwood did over 1.5 years of Muay Thai training, so he wants to keep it standing as well.
And you got a feeling with a capacity crowd like this, both of these debut fighters, you want to hear,
Ooh.
and there it is, they're you know, throwing leather. You want to get that positive affirmation, landing some strikes. I do want to mention real quickly, this is your final Facebook prelim. The rest of Nashville Underground can be viewed exclusively on Spectation Sports, but Hegwood and Mung putting on a good one here through the opening minute.
These guys are tearing each other's legs up right now. Oh, but there's his last shot. Double leg in. Good defense there by
Yeah,
Hegwood.
really good hips from Hegwood. You're right on, Greg.
Great shot, too. I mean, that was a great entry. No setup, just a straight shot got in, and then the Hegwood sprawl got out.
And for you watching at home, I always like to point out these leg kicks, they add up. They hurt. I'd rather get hit in the face by the hardest puncher than kicked by the hardest kicker. And I love to say that because it's true.
Yeah, it adds up there at the end. When you start getting into the third round, those nerve endings in your shin and your calf over there, they start to wear and tear, and it's hard to walk on that.
But, I mean, both fighters have had success with the low kick here through about 1.5 minutes.
Oh, nice switch kick there by Mung.
Oh,
Oh, nice left. That affected Phillip.
Mung?
Ooh.
To your earlier point, Channy, you do
They
see a
really
little
shot.
bit of urgency from
He's
Mung,
100%.
knowing that that point does loom. So
Now this is where I thought it'd get interesting to see whose ground game's better.
Mung jumps. He was landed right into side control and in the half guard.
Man, that's
tried
why-
to jump the mount, and that's what one of the that was a mistake. He'll go and look back over that later and
Great
touch
job
it
by
back up.
Hegwood
Yeah.
getting back up on his feet really quick on that one.
scrambles like that are why we love bantamweight action.
And earlier in the fight, when we started, Mung is a lot more comfortable being closer into Hegwood right now. They were a little bit distance apart now. Mung's kind of closing in. You can see he's a little bit more comfortable in the pocket. I wonder if that will be, tail-wise later.
I talked about Mung being trained under Bernard Robinson. You look over in Phillip's corner.
Ooh.
He has some great guys. And BT, professional fighter Charlie Alexander, and Mike over there. So great guys at Nashville MMA training Phillip.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment of riches when you talk about the Nashville MMA training staff. It's really something to see.
100%.
Ooh, Mung with a very nice body kick that resonated throughout the venue here tonight.
And Mung's either got a really good poker face, but he does not look phased. He's a little smile right there.
I'll tell you what, for two debut fighters, they're getting spoiled right now.
100%.
That was round one, Nashville. Let them hear you.
It'll be interesting to see, right? Because as these undercard fights continue on after the prelims, we got a couple more debut battles, right? Both of these guys, man, such a high level being shown in a debut contest.
And this is my second time sitting cage side at Aries, and I just can't give it out. I can't give a big enough shout out to Tim and Jeff because you see debuts on paper. On paper, you're like, nah, and then they get in here and they don't look like debuts. And real quick, I had to point this out. This is our last fight on the Facebook stream. When I talked about the nostalgia earlier, coming here 10 years ago, my son was 5 years old helping me set up chairs. Now I'm looking in the cage at him with a camera in the corner of his face, and I just love it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's got to be a proud moment for you as a father. One thing I'm observing here, the corner of Mung, whether erroneously or strategically, no stool. Mung is staying standing, and for a fighter who missed weight, he seems to be very confident in his conditioning.
Like I said, his cardio looks good.
I'll say, too, another 10 years ago, I never would have thought I'd ever seen high school wrestling with girls.
I thought that was cool. Honestly, I
And-
spoke, but I was speechless. That was pretty awesome.
I mean, Shireen and Matty Allen, man, thank you guys for stepping out. The pioneers coming out here and doing it right in front of us in Nashville,
Maddie already
Tennessee.
lives in the gym. I can't imagine how much she's going to be in there now.
We'll just let everybody know that is one of the fastest rising sports in the country right now is girls wrestling, and we'll move that right back into this fight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's a great point. That was a great first contest.
Yeah,
And
zero wrestling in this fight.
these guys are following up with a barn burner here. We're getting right back to it in round 2.
Nice, Phillip. Working more to the body in this round.
Yeah, Mung went 1 for 2 on takedown attempts there in round 1. Not really doing much with the control as Hegwood was able to scramble back to the feet. We'll see if he goes back to that here in round 2.
He's really utilizing that switch kick. He'll switch stances and throw that left, and there he goes.
Really enjoying the basics right here. Both guys standing in the
The
pole.
fundamentals are this is not what you expect from 0-0 versus 0-0.
Absolutely not. Normally you see two guys going crazy, like nothing to lose. We're gonna, throw, and that's what we love to see. But I'm not gonna lie. I like a chess match right here.
No,
He's been throwing, midsection knees the whole fight too. Hegwood.
This is high level stuff. You're attacking all 3 levels, Greg.
And it just gets you excited for the future of the sport. These guys are the debuts. In a couple of years, I can't even imagine.
That was Mung's best combo of the fight, and followed with a left to the body. Big right hand from Mung. Nice knee from Hegwood.
Back and forth. Oh, there's another takedown attempt right here. Head on the outside. He's got his hands locked. He's got it on the ground. Lands in. He's got to watch that. Remember last time he tried to jump to mount. Got overzealous right there.
Yep.
He's trying to run that knee on his,
He
on
did
his
it
belly.
again.
Back to a bear hug right there. Hedgewood doing the right thing. Underhooks. Landing some knees. He's pretty tough with those knees right there.
Yeah, and Hegwood not accepting position, getting back to striking, and now trying to get that lick back, as they say.
Yeah, did what he had to do to let Mung let go.
Oh.
And attacking that midsection pretty bad. Both guys are. Back to this standing affair, though.
I like that dig to the body there from Hegwood.
Kind of wish Phillip Hegwood would be a little more aggressive. Sometimes these guys get caught up sparring, and then you get in a real match, and it's like, hey, follow through with that right.
Mung is gaining confidence, though, boys. He just landed 4 consecutive strikes, 3 jabs and a right hand.
Hegwood would straighten up that right. He might get some chin, but he's throwing it a little outside.
.30 seconds to go here in round number 2. Still to come tonight, 2 amateur title fights, 3 pro fights on our main card. You can wager on those at BetMGM if you're so inclined. But right now, we are being electrified here on the Facebook prelims between Phil Hegwood and San Mung. Man, Mung is throwing that right hand.
I can't imagine what people are going to see on Spectation if they're getting this free on Facebook.
Speaking of Facebook, how often does Facebook get to see the scorecards or the judges do their job?
Awesome.
So that's going to be cool.
And one reason why you're incentivized even more to watch the Underground
We
tonight.
are headed to a 3rd and final round.
You go ahead and sign up for that card here tonight. You will get to watch July 26th, Aries 28 coming your way.
All right, fellas.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Phillip, we're going into round number 3. What do you got it right now?
I'm glad I'm not a judge right now. Go ahead, man.
Gentlemen, be mindful of the fact that San Mung does have that point deduction. Could very well be 1-1 as a result. Could be he's only up, let's say San Mung did win both rounds, which I don't know that he did, but let's say he did. He's currently only up 1, which means,
I have him winning those both rounds, so this is going to be.
I'm not so sure he did win that round. I'm trying to say that he won the first round. He ended up with the 1 takedown. Hegwood got right back up. Not a lot of damage, but he got a takedown right there in that round too. I don't know, but I feel like that mid-knee, the midsection knee has been connecting a lot more than people are seeing.
And that's a damaging blow. You're 100% right. If I was either corner, I wouldn't be confident that my fighter had won a round.
100% accurate.
So really, with one round to go, it's in front of both men in their debut.
I'd say they both go for broke right here. There you go.
I like Hegwood taking the center of the cage too. He knows this has to be his round.
He's going hard too. Look.
Yes.
Wow. Hegwood is looking amazing right now. He's on fire to start round 3.
He's hit 4 knees already. Mung for the inside single.
Nice.
Trying to crawl up the ladder there. Stopping the cage grab. He gave up on the single, doing a double leg. Hegwood doing correct by the underhook right there, pulling him up.
If you get called by the ref for grabbing the cage, just keep going.
Now the knees. Yeah,
if Hegwood can get back to distance here and go to the body, I wonder, that weight miss, Mung looks like he's doing okay, but there's been a lot of investment in that body.
Yeah, true. He's throwing body shots too with the fist.
Yeah, it looks like total different fighters from 2 to 3. See something under the right
There's that knee again, Greg.
Mung for another shot with another takedown. That's exactly what he needed to do right there.
Right as he needed it. He felt like the momentum was starting to turn towards Hegwood, but Hegwood's been able to scramble out of these situations. Let's see if he's able to do so.
Now he's up side control right now. Going to end up in a north-south here in a second if he's not careful. He could crucifix him here. Again, we're dealing with debuts.
Yeah, I was going to say, these guys they look so good on the feet. I'm wondering how much they're spinning on the mats.
They're so polished up that I'm like, I wouldn't surprise me if they got it.
I do believe both white belts in jiu-jitsu.
Hegwood could try to come out, throw a leg over, come out the back right here, and have Mung's back.
Yeah, a minute and 18 remaining.
You don't see this position held very often, but Mung's doing a great job with it at the moment.
The backyard, he got that arm in the headlock, holding it tight. And
he's got one of the best refs in the
but
game.
he's going to come out the back, and he's going to take it. Oh, he gave it up.
And we got 60 seconds to go in round 3.
The crowd get into this very Nashville MMA pro crowd here.
Another double leg shot from Mung. Single leg, he's got a no guillotine locked up. He's got an overhook and really nothing locked in. But he's shucked him back though, and back into the double leg.
Remaining.
Yeah, they're right in front of the commentary table, folks, and you can really feel this has been a grueling
he's
fight.
Deep. Legs, arms are up. He's going back. He's got his back. He's going to have his back. Got to trip him.
Right in front of us. Big takedown for Mung.
Side control. He's going to try to hold that.
30 seconds left to do some damage for Mung, which I think is very important depending on how the judges have viewed this round.
He's got the knee on the belly right here. He's trying to slide into full mount, and that's how you get into full mount. Earlier he jumped it. Now he's here. He's got to pinch his knees together so he can start firing off shots. He's got 10 seconds. He's just going to have to pinch those knees together and start riding.
If you guys had it 1-1 going into the third, that 1 point is going to get interesting.
Yeah, especially with how close this has been. This is great optics, though, for Mung as he closes out the fight. In mount, raining down blows.
Let them hear you.
Good fight.
We are headed to a judge's scorecard.
The swift kick corner is, they're very proud of their fighter. I think they feel like they've done enough to secure it on the judges' scorecards.
Right here, even this trip right here, he got a
Nice
takedown
trip.
in each round.
Wow.
That's hard to do.
Those takedowns is what I think these judges, it depends on what they're seeing. That 1 point, man, this is usually where you can end up seeing a draw.
It just takes one round, right? The second round, it could have, which, like you said, Mung was able to secure a takedown in the first round, got no damage from it. The second takedown, he did in the second. In the third, he just got, great damage during the third. But that second, or that first round, I think Mung had it second, is up in the air to the third. I don't know. That's my mulligan. I don't know what you guys got.
What I do know is for debut versus debut, that was pretty exciting to kick off the MMA portion of this fight.
Oh, it was great. Honestly, it really set the tone. And there's a couple other debut fighters tonight. And for them to be able to match the output and the skill level, that is really a tall order.
People need to be logging into Spectation Sports right now.
And
yes.
What's cool is we got to see these guys a lot more. This is their first fights. Hegwood, I hope this isn't one of those, bucket list one and done things, because the guys definitely got some little talent. I'd love to see him fight again with some of the competition over here in Aries.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff shown by both of these guys. But Hegwood had his moments, and man, if maybe he could have stopped a takedown here or there, it could have even been more definitive for him. All the questions regarding the judges' scorecards are about to be resolved. The man with the answers is Jeff Hobbs, and we throw it to him now for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout went to a judge's scorecard. All three of your judges saw this bout 29-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, San Mung.